Okay, so good day, everybody. We will be having our next topic for tourism and hospitality marketing. And our next topic for today's discussion is all about distribution channels. Okay, so for the learning objectives, these are the objectives that we will be able to discuss at the end of our lesson. So first is define distribution channels in tourism and hospitality. Second, identify types of distribution channels. Third is explain the role of intermediaries. And last but not the least, apply distribution strategies to real tourism businesses. So let's begin. First is let's define what are distribution channels. Okay, so distribution channels will fall under the 8 P's of marketing uh, under the place. Okay, one of the 8 P's of marketing is place, and distribution channels is connected to place, or based on its definition, it is the pathways through which tourism products move from service providers to consumers. So, in short, this is where how the transfer of the products and services from the providers to consumers. Okay. Also, these channels connect businesses to consumers who wants to purchase their services. Okay, so in short, when we say distribution channels, it refers to the path through which tourism and hospitality products and services reach our customers from the providers. Okay, so who are the providers? So the providers in the tourism and hospitality settings are hotel, airline, tour operators, food and beverage sector, so on and so forth. Okay, so moving forward, what are the criteria in an effective distribution channel? Okay, so there are three criterias that you should be able to remember. So what are those criteria? So the first criteria will be uh, easily to find. So when we say easily to find, customers uh, should locate the service or the products online or offline. And it should also be visible, accessible, and convenient for our potential customers. So, meaning the products or the services that we're going to offer should appears in the search result. Okay, so dapat makikita natin yung mga products and services doon sa gagamitin nating distribution channel. So later on, you're going to understand what are those distribution channel. Okay? And also, when we say easily to find, kailangan all of the information is simple to navigate and easily to understand by our customers. Okay, so for example, a hotel is appearing on Google Maps or booking sites. So for example, when you search a certain name of a hotel or a restaurant, lalabas dapat siya doon sa search results. Okay, another example is tour packages that are posted or visible in social media ads. Okay, or merong mga application like yung mga Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines, AirAsia, meron na silang mga application wherein you can buy your own ticket, okay, plane ticket. Okay, so bakit ba nagma-matter yung visibility or the distribution channel should be easily to find because tourists often plan under time pressure. So most of the time, um, in just a snap of our finger purchase tayo ng isang products and services, especially tourists. So, when we are pressured, so dapat our product is uh, easily to find. Okay? So, kung hindi nila mahanap yung product mo or hindi nila ma-search yung services mo, then hindi na lang sila bibili sa'yo ng product. Magbubook na lang sila or mag-a-avail na lang sila ng services to other competitors. So you have to always remember that visibility in tourism is equivalent to sales. The more that your product is visible, the more that your product is easily to find or accessible to your customers, then the more sales that you will accumulate, or the more revenue that you will get. Okay, so that's one of the criterias. Second criteria is your distribution channel is or should be comparable, or it can be compared. Why? Because you have to always remember that travelers almost always compare options before deciding. So, lagi tayo naghahanap ng choices, lagi tayo hahanap ng options. So, kailangan yung mga distribution channel natin na ginagamit natin when we are promoting, when we are advertising, when we are posting our products and services should allow our customer to easily evaluate alternatives. Okay, dapat nagkakaroon sila ng comparison, nakakakita sila ah, ng alternatives or ng choices. So ano ba yung mga alternatives? Or ano ba yung mga basis? Okay, ng pag-evaluate natin ng ating choices. So una, presyo or price. Okay, we have to allow our distribution channels to compare prices, to check locations, okay? To compare or to evaluate reviews, yung mga amenities na ino-offer natin. And also yung schedule or yung date, isa sa pinaka-importanting detalye or aspect, okay, when they are purchasing our products or our services. Okay? So for example, yung mga airline booking sites natin, we can compare yung flight sa ganitong oras or kung magkano siya. At kapag 12 noon or kapag morning, kapag evening, kapag graveyard, magkano yung presyo niya. Okay? Another example ay yung mga travel platforms or yung mga hotel destinations natin, nagdi-display sila ng mga reviews and ratings from our customers so that we can check if they are legit and if they are giving us or they are providing an exceptional services to their guests. So, customer reviews and displaying ratings are also part of comparison when it comes to the criteria of an effective distribution channel. So, now, bakit ba nagmamatter? Okay? Ang comparison when it comes to the distribution channel, because you have to always remember that our tourism products are high involvement purchases, meaning in order for us to uh, check the validity or the quality of that product that we're going to purchase is we have to be involved, we have to be there, we have to experience it. Okay, and we also discussed in our previous lesson that tourism products are intangible, meaning we cannot tested it beforehand. Okay, hindi naman pwede nating sabihin na ay yung destination na yun sobrang ganda or yung tubig sobrang lamig. Eh nakita lang naman natin siya online, hindi naman natin siya na-experience. Okay, so hindi natin siya mako-compare agad-agad. Okay, that's why we have to check on the different alternative or options or evidences online before having it. Okay? So, yun. So, comparison is really a must when it comes to the criteria of distribution channel because bottom line is customers really rely on comparison to reduce risk. Siyempre, di ba? Ayaw nila magkamali sa pagbili or sa pag-avail ng products and services. That's why they opt to compare. Okay? Because if customers cannot compare easily, so hindi sila bibili or magkakaroon sila ng hesitation dun sa products and services kasi wala silang makitang point of comparison. Okay? So next is last criteria is book services. So booking services is one of the criterias of an effective distribution channel. So when we say book services, it means that the distribution channels allows customers to make actual reservation for the tourism and hospitality products and services. Okay? So you have to always remember na hindi enough para sa isang customer na makita lang or makompare ang isang services. Okay, they must be able to complete the transaction. So in simple terms, if or the customers can reserve the service immediately through the channel. Okay? Kapag nakita niya ba yung product doon, yung services doon, at nagustuhan niya, maa-avail niya ba to agad? Mabubuk niya ba ito agad? Mare-reserve niya ba ito agad? So this feature is really important when it comes to the criteria of an effective distribution channel. Okay? Kasi kung hindi, 'di ba? Kung hindi siya available, hindi ka pwedeng mag-book, hindi ka pwedeng mag-reserve, hindi ka pwedeng mag-purchase, then the customer may delay their decision making. So, ay sige na nga, hindi pa naman pwedeng mag-book dito or wala namang option. Check na lang ako sa iba. Second, they can forget the offer since hindi sila pwedeng mag-avail ng product right away. Or choose competitors instead. Ay, ang hirap naman i-navigate itong platform nila or itong online account nila. Lipat na nga lang ako doon sa ibang ibang competitor or sa ibang page or sa ibang website. And they will lose their confidence in your business or in your platform. Why? Because it is really hard for them to navigate it. Okay? So that's it. So those are the three criterias of distribution channel. It should be easily to find, it should be comparable, and it should or you should able to do book services or reserve services. Next, what are the importance of distribution channels? So why do we need different platforms? Okay? When we are delivering our products and services, why do we need to distribute those products and services with the different channels, okay, or modes? So the first importance of distribution channel is it expand market reach locally and globally because distribution channels help tourism and hospitality businesses make their products available to a wider audience beyond their physical location. So even online you can reach your market. So for example, locally here in the Philippines, okay, there are a lot of channels or places where you can promote or you can post your products and services. For example, we have travel agencies, we have social media, and different online platforms that allow our businesses to attract customers from the nearby cities or regions, right? So another one is globally or international. So we can partner with international tour operators, online travel agencies, airline websites, global distribution systems that enable businesses to reach foreign tourists or foreign markets worldwide. Okay? So meaning distribution channel helps us to receive bookings from domestic and international travelers without needing a physical presence in those markets. Okay, so what uh, uh, some of the example, for example, you have a small resort in Palawan that can attract guests from Manila, Korea, Europe, or the USA through different distribution channel. For example, Agoda, Booking.com, or travel agency. So as you can see, using distribution channels really widens our reach when it comes to our potential customers. Okay. Next. Next, we have increase sales and opportunity. So distribution channels create more ways for customers to discover and purchase tourism and hospitality services. And it leads us to higher potential sales. So you have to always remember that kapag gumagamit tayo ng different channels, okay, when we are posting, when we are promoting, when we are campaigning, like for example, we use travel agencies, we have online travel agencies, we have websites, we have social media, we have tour operators, then our businesses can reach different types of travelers at different times. Meaning, the more channels available, the more chances of customer has to book or purchase your products and services. And if maraming customer ang bumibili or nag-a-avail ng products and services mo, then you're going to generate more sales or higher sales opportunities. So, ang key point lang naman dito or the bottom line is more access points is equivalent to more potential bookings and is equivalent to higher revenue. Meaning, the more na marami kang ginagamit na distribution channel, mas tumataas yung potential bookings mo or mas may potential na mas maraming bumili sa'yo. At if mataas yung potential na mas maraming bumili sa'yo, then you also have a higher potential na tumaas yung revenue mo or your sales. Okay? Example, a hotel listed on its own website using Agoda, Booking.com, travel agency networks, and they receive reservations from walk-ins, guests, online users, and international tourists simultaneously. So by doing that, then they have a lot of opportunities to increase their sales. Okay, so I hope you are still following our discussion. Next is we have provide convenience to customers. So a lot of distribution channels make it easier for our customer to search, compare, book, and access tourism and hospitality services anytime and anywhere. Because you have to always remember that through online platforms, travel agencies, mobile apps, and booking websites, travelers can plan and reserve their trips without visiting the businesses physically. So, as you can see, mas nakakapag-provide ng convenience ito sa customer natin because it saves time, effort, and travel costs for our customers. Instead na magta-travel ka pa, pupunta ka pa dun sa physical store para mag-avail ng products and services, you no longer need to do that. Because in just one click away or you're just going to visit their website or their platforms, then you can easily find, compare, and book services at that platforms. Okay? So what are the key point or what is the key point rather of this importance? So meaning convenience access increase customer satisfaction and encourages bookings. Okay? If our customers feel that they are convenient, if our customers uh, doesn't feel any hassle and they are uh, navigating your platforms as easy as possible, then it increase their satisfaction and encourage them to book and avail your products and services. Okay? So, that's it. Example nun is, for example, a traveler can book a hotel, flight, or tour package using his or her mobile phone or their smartphone at home instead of going to multiple offices. Okay? Next, it enhances brand visibility. So distribution channels help make a tourism and hospitality businesses more visible to a larger audience across different platforms. So by being present on travel websites, social media, online travel agencies, so on and so forth, so it increases the exposure of potential customers who may not known or who may not have known about it before. So kapag lagi tayo nagpo-post online, lagi tayo nagpo-promote online, then lalawak yung reach natin. And the more na mas malawak yung reach natin, the more places customers see the brand, then the more familiar and trustworthy it becomes. Kasi lagi nilang nakikita, lagi nagpa-pop up sa kanilang mga what do you call this, timeline. So, key points, lagi nating tatandaan that greater visibility leads to stronger brand recognitions. And if it's really visible to the customer, lagi siyang nakikita, nagre-retain sa memory. And if it's uh, nagre-retain siya sa memory natin, then there is a higher chances of booking or availing the products or the services. Next is it improves competitiveness. So the different distribution channels help our businesses to compete effectively in the market by making their products accessible, visible, and easy to book compared to competitors. Okay? You have to always remember as well that businesses that use multiple and efficient channels, okay, can reach more customers, respond faster to demand, and offer better convenience. Okay? So, ang highlight doon is efficient channel. Hindi porket may existing ka ng platform, may existing kang pages or website, yun na yun. If hindi mo naman siya minamanage ng tama, hindi mo siya um, ina-activate or hindi ka active when posting and promoting, then di rin siya magwo-work. But if your channel is working efficiently and effectively, then it will really help improve your competitiveness in the global or in the local and global market. Especially kapag mabilis mag-reply. Siyempre tayo, 'di ba, kapag nag-i-inquire tayo, gusto natin makuha agad yung sagot. So yung mga channels or yung mga website na mabilis mag-respond, okay, sa mga inquiries, sa mga questions ng guests, then they become competitive in the market because the more you respond faster to the demand of your customer, then the more that you have a higher chances of persuading that client to buy your products and services. Okay? And also, it enable us to do 24/7 accessibility through online digital platforms. So, in short, it allows our customer to search, inquire, and book our products and services any time of the day, 24/7. Okay? Unlike kapag meron tayong physical office, 'di ba, limited lamang yung operating hours natin. But if we are using digital channels, 24/7 siya nagwo-work. Okay? Kasi we can use different digital application. We have chatbots, right? Meron na tayong online assistants, so on and so forth. So meaning, if our digital platforms or our distribution channels are up 24/7, our customer from the different time zones or those customers with busy schedule can still make reservations whenever it is convenient for them. Okay? Wala na siyang pinipiling oras. Okay, so those are the importance of distribution channel. So now let's proceed to the different types of distribution channels. So what are those different types of distribution channels that we can use in the tourism and hospitality sector when it comes to promoting our products and services? So the first one, we have the direct distribution channel. So what do we mean when we say direct distribution channel? So very simple. Pag sinabi nating direct distribution channel, it occurs when the service provider sells directly to the consumer without intermediaries. So meaning, meron kang coffee shop, gusto mo siyang i-promote online. Ikaw mismo, yung may-ari ng coffee shop or yung owner, you will promote or you will post your coffee shop products and services online directly without intermediaries. What do we mean when we say intermediaries? Sinabi nating intermediaries, ang tatandaan nyo lang is middleman. Okay, ibig sabihin, meron pang middle person or link between the provider of the product and the customer na tumutulong para mag-promote or mag-deliver ng products and services na ina-avail. Pero kapag direct distribution, hindi kailangan ng middleman or hindi kailangan ng intermediaries. Direct yung pag-promote or pag-provide ng products and services from the provider to the consumer. So, example ng mga distribution channel na direct, official hotel website. So, yan. We also have walk-in bookings. We also have telephone reservations, airline ticket offices, social media direct booking. Okay? Next is, what are the advantages of direct distribution channel? Una, high profit. Kasi yung kita sa inyo lahat. Wala kang kailangang bigyan ng commission. Okay? Or wala kang kailangang bigyan ng percentage. Second, stronger customer relationship. So, nagkakaroon ng higher customization as well, or building rapport, okay, or linkages with your customer. Since direct yung conversation nyo, okay, you can build your strong relationship with one another, especially when availing your products and services. Kasi mas nakikilala mo yung needs and wants and yung preferences ng customer. Better control over pricing and branding. Dahil nga wala kang middleman, ikaw yung nagko-control kung magkanong presyo yung ibibigay mo, paano mo ipopromote yung product mo, okay, paano mo kakausapin yung customer, so on and so forth. But what are the disadvantages of direct distribution channel? So una, limited market reach. Kasi ikaw lang yung nagpo-promote ng product mo eh. Wala kang ibang katulong. So kung sino lang yung reach ng iyong connections or ng iyong um, environment, so yun lang yung makakakita ng products and services mo. Kokoante yung nagpo-promote or ikaw lang mag-isa. Require strong marketing efforts. So, katulad nung nauna, dahil nga limited yung market reach, or solo or sole uh, marketer lang yung gumagawa or direct lang yung gumagawa, walang ibang katulong sa pag-promote, then kailangan mong mag-promote ng mag-promote. Okay? You have to put so much effort in promoting your services. You cannot or may not attract international customers easily kasi nga maliit yung reach. Okay? So those are the advantages and disadvantages of direct distribution channel. Now, let's proceed to indirect distribution channel. Pag sinabi naman nating indirect distribution channel, ito na yung merong intermediaries or meron ng middleman, meron ng tumutulong sa'yo para mas i-promote yung business mo. Okay? So katulad ng meron ng mga travel agencies, tour operators, and wholesalers. Sila ay kumo-connect sila dun sa main provider, okay? And they are also selling the products and services of that main provider to the target customer. They are the middleman, okay? So what are the advantages of indirect distribution channel? So una, wider market exposure. Bakit? Kasi nga marami nang nagpo-promote. Meron ng mga travel agencies, meron ng mga tour operators, meron ng mga wholesalers. Access to international markets. Kasi lahat kayo meron kayong iba't ibang connections. Meron kayong iba't ibang na-build na contacts, okay, or na customers that you can use to promote your products and services. Reduce marketing burden. Pwede mo nang i-transfer yung marketing efforts doon sa middleman or sa intermediaries mo para sila yung mag-promote ng brand mo or ng business mo. Increase volume booking. 'Di ba? Mas dadami yung potential customers mo kasi mas marami nang nakakakita ng products and services. Now, what are the disadvantages? Una, commission fee. Siyempre, may hati ka dun sa kita dahil meron kang middleman or meron kang um, intermediaries. Siyempre, kailangan meron silang percentage doon sa mabibenta nila. So, nahahati yung kita. And less control over pricing. Kasi nga, minsan, di ba, yung mga travel agencies, meron pa silang mga patong or dinadagdagan nila para syempre mas kumita sila. So, kaya nag-iiba-iba yung mga rates na ino-offer. Possible channel conflicts. Ito naman, syempre lahat kayo sabay-sabay magpo-post online or sa different social media platforms or website. Magkakaroon ng discrepancy when it comes to the details ng mga pinopost nyo na products and services. Okay? So those are the two those that is the indirect distribution channel. Now, what are the roles of intermediaries or the middleman? Okay, ano ba yung ginagawa nila when it comes to promoting our products and services? Una, syempre, they facilitate reservations and ticketing. Sila yung nagmamanage nun. They provide expert travel advice if may mga questions, inquiries, or concerns yung mga potential customers or clients. Since they are the one who are expert when it comes to travel, then they are giving advices or recommendations. Bundle services into packages. They also create different tour packages in a bundle. Okay, para mas ma-entice yung customer or mas ma-persuade na bumili ng products and services. It reduce search time for customers kasi nga nandun na yung product, naka-package na, may airline ticket na, may accommodation na, may transfer na, may tours na. So all in one, 'di ba? Hindi na kailangan mag-search ng customers, naka-package na siya. So mas makakatipid siya ng time niya in searching. Offer promotional support. Okay? So, syempre, dahil nga gusto ring makabenta at maka-earn ng income yung mga intermediaries or mga travel agencies, then they really offer marketing and promotional support to the direct provider para mas malawak ang reach at mas makabenta sila ng mas maraming products and services. Expand market access. Okay? So, mas lumalawak yung reach ng mga products and services. Okay, so next is we also have online distribution channels. So, online channels use digital to sell tourism services. What are those online distribution channels? So, we have OTAs or the online travel agencies, mobile banking apps, hotel booking websites, social media platforms, and the global distribution systems. Key characteristics of online distribution channels are the following. First, it is available 24/7. Since online siya, you can easily access it anytime and anywhere you want. And it also be in a global reach. Since online, anybody, whether locally or globally, can access it. Real-time inventory. So if you are the one navigating the platform, you can see the number of products or the number of services that are still available in your warehouse or in your inventory. Since it is online, it is easily to navigate the statistical figures of your products and services. Instant confirmation. So you can easily approve, disapprove, accept, pend any requests of a certain customers or guests when it comes to their purchases. Uh, they can also post reviews and ratings online. So in reviews and online, it can be positive or negative. But most of the time, business owners or businesses aims to gather a lot of positive reviews and ratings because it really support the branding of their businesses. And next is we also have offline distribution channels. So offline channels involve traditional and non-digital methods. So ibig sabihin, you are not using any online platforms. Okay, so what are those offline channels or physical channels? So we have offices of the travel agencies. We also have tourism information offices, printed brochures, call centers, or walk-in booking counters. So you have to also remember that although online channels are growing, offline channels remain really important. So para kanino ba ang focus ng offline channel? So kahit nag-develop tayo, nagpo-progress tayo to digital online technologies when it comes to our distribution channels, yung mga offline ay kailangan pa rin natin because these groups still uses offline channels such as senior travelers, group tours, if your itineraries are so complex, okay, customers who prefer personal assistance. Okay, so these are the components and different types of distribution channels. And that's the end of our discussion. If you have question, you may chat your comment at the comment section so that I can answer it. So see you on our next discussion.